bikers, I'm Corbin, welcome to my channel, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Waypoint Experience. Now, what is the Waypoint Experience, or WaypointX as you'll see it? It's basically going to be an experience where we go out to epic locations and test our ability, our vehicle's ability, and ultimately just have a good time taking a lot of awesome scenery. And hopefully this experience will be open up to you guys in the future. Right now, it's just Chris from Lobo Off-Road and Jordan from Carpool Lane today, and we're going to go out to the Grand Canyon and a few other places just to show you guys what we're up to and what the Waypoint Experience is all about. It should be a fun adventure. We're looking at roughly 150 miles of dirt, so 150 miles, 250 miles of dirt, so we'll see. It's gonna be a long day. It should be a dusty day, but it should be fun nonetheless. So I'm excited. Let's go out, let's have an adventure, and let's do this. All right, I always get asked, what is the Broncos that I take on this trip? So what is your Bronco, Jordan?
Right here we have a 2022 Badlands, originally with the Sasquatch package, but a new suspension.
Okay, so what do you have, Icon, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Got the Icons on there.
Okay.
2.3.
Okay.
But she's a little mountain goat.
Yep, fully loaded.
Fully loaded.
All right, so it should be pretty good on this trip, and we'll see. All right, Chris, what do you have for a Bronco?
All right, so we have a 22 Wild Tracks.
Okay.
Suspension is the Haas 3.0. But
okay.
Other than that, it is stock. With
okay.
Walker Evans wheels and 37s.
And 37 BFGs. Nice. And then, of course, you guys know my Bronco Big Bend 2.3 on 37s. I have some coilovers from 4-Wheel Parts, which are made by Walker Evans. And yeah, let's go do this trail. Let's get this ball rolling. Just barely started this adventure, and the scenery out here is unbelievable. There's like a little bit of snow covering on top of these mountains. I can't wait to see what it looks like once we get close to the Grand Canyon. We're still about probably like 80 miles out from there. Hopefully we can get there before sundown so we can find a good place to camp. Now I should mention, since we're getting this trail started, that the trail is starting from Mesquite and it's going all the way to the Grand Canyon. So it's roughly around the Nevada, Arizona, Utah-ish border. We're going down to roughly the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So it should be a fun adventure. It's a little rocky start so far, but man, this place is awesome. It was at this point in the trip where we started coming over the initial mountain range where we knew that we were going to have some beautiful scenery throughout this trip, where we could start to see the Grand Canyon off in the distance. We were getting excited and we wanted to hit the road, and we just couldn't wait to get to our end destination for the night because it was something special. Started to turn into a little bit of a race to the finish line is what it felt like. We knew that we had about 80 miles to go, so we were kind of pressing for a light at this point. We got a little bit of a late start, So at this point, we had about 5 hours to get down to where we were going to camp for the night. And honestly, we had no idea how long that was going to take us. So we were moving pretty fast, and it ended up damaging one of us, which we'll see here soon. All right, so we came out here, and we're actually at the Mount Turnbull Schoolhouse, which I believe is one of the most remote schoolhouses in the U.S. It's just out here, and you can come check it out. So let's go in and see what we can see. Oh, whoa, this is cool. You can see a bunch of the history of the schoolhouse throughout the years. Gives you a little layout of the land around here. It's pretty cool. I wonder where we're at. So, oh man, I have no idea. So inhabitants began arriving to this remote area in northern Arizona around 1917s with dreams of starting their own ranch, and it looks like this is the schoolhouse that all the locals use to come out and do their stuff. And I believe it was just more than a schoolhouse. I believe it was pretty much their dance hall, their community hall. It was just everything. This was the spot out here. Just to give you guys an idea, I mean, we are 80 miles from anything remotely close to civilization. So pretty cool. Passing through the Bar 10 Ranch, and hopefully we'll stop and say hi. If not, we'll continue on and find a campsite for tonight. But yeah, the views out there are absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, the Bar 10 Ranch was closed at this point, so we just kind of pressed through, and at the end of the Bar 10 Ranch was our destination for the night. So we ended up pressing through, and we camped there for the night, but we did stop there in the morning, and we'll show you guys that in the next day. All right, guys, we made it out to our point, which is the Grand Canyon. It was a long day. I think we did, I don't know, we did well over 100 miles, I believe, today. There's a lot of high speed, a lot of, you know, sand, dirt, pretty much everything. And we had a nice long rutted track out here to this absolutely amazing spot out here at the Grand Canyon. Absolutely blown away. This is just unbelievable, honestly, how cool this is. And we're literally going to be camping right here on the edge of the cliff, overlooking the river and the Grand Canyon. It doesn't get much better than this, but hey, we're going to start setting up camp, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, so we thought. All right, so we ran into a bit of a hiccup here with Jordan's Bronco. You want to tell us what's going on here, man?
Oh, just a good old snap of the roof rack.
Yeah. So somewhere along this bouncy trail, it looks like the front half of his roof rack snapped, and it's not just on this side. If we go around to the other side, you got that headlight. This side is actually completely detached. So
it's been bouncing up and down. It's dented right here, huh?
Oh, it's actually hit the Bronco?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're at the drawing board. We're gonna try to come up with something here and see if we can at least get it somewhat put together, because we're about 80 miles from civilization, so it's got to make it down a lot of dirt to get back home. So,
and that's my home tonight.
Yeah, and that's also his home, so he needs to sleep on top of it. So all right,
Wish us luck.
yeah. Give you guys an idea what we're working with. We do not have a drill. We have some impacts and a grinder and a bunch of hose clamps, some JB weld. But our idea was I had a drill bit. We were gonna use drill bit and some hardware and steal some pieces off of his rack and kind of splint it. Somehow none of us brought a drill bit, so pretty unfortunate, but we're gonna come up with something.
Higher than I can.
Oh, it's in.
Wait, no, it's going over the...
Oh. All right, day 2 out here on WaypointX Grand Canyon. It was extremely cold last night. Probably got out to like 30, honestly. Definitely with the wind chill. But we're just packing up now. And we're gonna hit the road again. And our destination today is probably civilization. Where that is, we have no idea. But last night we got a little carried away with this repair. We ended up just taking the bolt out, grinding it down, and putting some JB weld all along it. We are gonna throw some ratchet straps across and over to cinch it down. We didn't really have any other better method to splint it, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down the trails ways and then hopefully check up on it, and hopefully it'll still be in that same position. So wish us luck, and let's continue. All right, so we did a strap from side to side and around the beam. And theoretically, I think it should hold it tight. We'll see. What do you think, man?
Looks great.
Yeah.
Can't even tell it was broken.
Yeah. No, not a chance. It looks factory.
It does.
Radio check, everyone good?
I got a copy.
Copy that. I'll be tail gunner.
So like I mentioned, we did end up stopping at the Bar 10 Ranch on our way out of the North Rim Grand Canyon. This Bar 10 Ranch is located about 10 to 15 miles off of the North Rim Grand Canyon, and they were kind enough to give us a small tour. Super cool spot. They have covered wagons, pavilions to do barbecues, sporting areas, including sport shooting. They have all sorts of rentals, including side-by-sides, kayaks. They have a lodge that everyone can hang out with. They have actual indoor sleeping arrangements if that's what you want. It's a super cool place, and we might include it in one of our trips next year because we were very impressed with what they had to offer. But it was time for us to hit the road again because we knew we had to make it back out to civilization, and that was going to be about another 80 to 90 miles back to civilization. Our goal was to get up to the Sand Hollow area, and that took us through some pretty amazing scenery. We saw some wildlife, we roamed through some meadows, we ended up in some pretty wooded, more treed areas, and it was overall just a great adventure. As we got closer to Sand Hollow, it really opened up into some more fast-paced roads that we were able to open up and make up some good time. But nonetheless, we had a great day out there wheeling, getting back to the Sand Hollow area where we ended up staying the night. Alright guys, day 2. We got in somewhat late last night, went and got some dinner and then hit the hotel. But we're back out here again, ready to hit the road. We're out here in Hurricane. Actually, we're in Tokerville right now, which is just above Hurricane. And we're going to do Tokerville's fall continuation onto the WaypointX experience for this trip. And if I didn't mention, this trip is just kind of like a pre-run. So we're just kind of testing out areas, testing out routes for future Waypoint experience routes that hopefully will be with you guys. But today we're gonna go hit Tokerville. We got the same crew, Jordan from Carpool Aim and Lobo Off-Road and myself. Let's go hit Tokerville and check out this waterfall.
Let's do this time, Chris.
45.
45?
25.
He's like, I went down the 45. Well, Tokerville was an awesome spot. If you're ever out this direction, check it out. There's 2 ways you can do it. There's a longer way and a short way. We took the shorter way. It's just a really bumpy road. Most trucks could probably do it, but super awesome. It's a cool hangout spot. Definitely worth a camp spot too if you're trying to camp. Just hang out by that little waterfall. And yeah, check it out. It's a cool spot. And now we're headed back into town. And yeah, we'll catch you back over in town. And all right guys, that's gonna do it for this adventure. I had a ton of fun. The Waypoint experience is gonna look a little different than this. This was more or less just a pre-run, and I wanted to show you guys our adventure out here pre-running this trip nonetheless. It was like 180 miles out to the Grand Canyon, up to St. George, and then we just did Tokerville today, and it was a ton of fun, but we're gonna call it there. We're tired, we wanna go home, so that's gonna be that, guys. If you guys wanna see more epic trips like this and you guys are excited to see the Waypoint experience, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, and we'll catch you guys at the next Waypoint.